All right,
I'm waiting for that little voice. We're live.
we're live. All right.
Waiting for that little. Let's have a quick listen.
Can you hear the music and can you hear me? Is it pretty laggy?
Right, it's just buffering a lot.
Yeah, bollocks.
Oh my god, you can get 2 Eldritch Cannons level 15. I didn't realise.
I can hear you and the music, so it's all good.
And can you hear
Alright.
you? Can you hear yourself?
I can hear myself. So since it's been a while, excuse me, since we played, I'm just going to do a quick recap. Since you got into Pit, just to refresh everyone's memory on what's happened, who you've met, etc., etc. So I think you only got into Pit yesterday. No, it was 2 days ago. You got in fairly late, and I'm pretty sure you stayed on the ship and then headed into the actual city itself on the second day. Before you even got into the city, you met the dockyard major Mondog, who was less than impressed at your arrival. You saw the dozens, if not hundreds, of ships that Pitt has in its dockyards, the various goblinoids, ogres, and bugbears dotted around, as well as a surprising number of Warforged in the city. You made your way to Aim and Fire, which seemingly is the only commercial shop in the city. They did not sell to outsiders, so Jin had a little chat with a little goblin called Club, who was missing quite a few fingers, and he was more than willing to sell to an outsider since he had some specialty items he wasn't allowed to sell within the city itself. And he said, let's meet up tomorrow night and I'll give you a demonstration. You walked around the city for a while, just chilling. You went to the captain's quarters, did some sleuthing, in quotation marks, asking some questions, not really making friends. And then you went down to the slave pits. And you met Slave Master Major Akol. And he didn't seem very happy, because there are basically no slaves in the city. And there were a number of Warforged, which seemed like they were guarding these pits in the ground where slaves used to be kept. You also put Kemid in one of these pits as well. I forget what you did while Kemid was in the pit.
We went to the mess hall. Me and Fix went to the mess hall and disguised ourselves as goblins.
Got you.
And didn't really get anywhere with it, actually. We just talked funny. That was it.
Eventually everyone reconvened and decided, let's go speak to this General Kratz, Special General Kratz, who gave us this letter. And you found out he is not a very nice guy. He spoke to you and he decided, he was just going to eat one of his goblin guests in front of you. Just because, hey, that would be funny. Haha. He decided you should put on a show for him. And he showed quite a bit of interest in Kemid. And what did you do for the rest of the day? As you left, you saw a Drider. Not that I don't think any of you would know what a Drider actually is.
We also spoke to that the patchy, eye-patched hobgoblin who was like, why are you here? And we were like, Kemid, and he was like, cool, peace out, and he peaced out.
Yeah, that was at the end of last session, wasn't it?
Yeah, right, yeah, last thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And you fought in a pit.
Oh, we're not there yet. Right.
Oh, we also talked to the bounty hunter who said he had to lead on my son, right?
Yeah.
That is also true, yes. You saw K9 at the shop, Aim and Fire. He didn't seem to pay you much mind. And then when you came back to the ship on the night, he was there, sharing a drink with some of your crew members, left Fix some whiskey. Talked about how he knew Lockhart, and he said, "Hey, this Ragnar guy that you wanted information on, he's killed 2 of my men, so I'm going to go kill him. You can shove your 500 gold pieces up your ass." And off he went. And then you fought in Pitt's Pit, fought against a number of Warforged and ogre-flung goblins in front of the Special General, as well as another goblinoid who has a Darth Maul appearance to him. And you came out victorious. And the stream did get cut off, so for all you hungry viewers at home who want to know how that fight ended, they won. And they spoke to the Special General. And the special General said, "Well, listen, I know you have questions, so why don't you ask me a question?" And Kemid asked about his parents. And the Special General told Kemid that he ate his father. Whether that's true or not, who knows? No insight checks.
Yeah, we didn't.
And then Darth Maul clone was like, "Hey, what are you guys really doing in here? What are you doing in Pit?" And then he peaced out. And that's pretty much where we left it. As Pitt's Pit clears out from all its viewers, leaving the 4 of you stood surrounded by metal, oil, wood, goblinoid parts.
Is it? So it's just us in there.
Yeah.
I inspected the Warforged, right? I'm
You've
pretty
inspected
sure
them quite a few times, and there was
was still nothing about them, even
the interior, the
yeah.
inner workings. There's nothing remarkable about them, or any insignias or anything like that. No.
Is the big one got anything special? Is it made of anything?
I think I did. Did I check the metal or something about them? Was there something that we got about it or no?
I don't believe so. No.
I think you looked at the design. I don't think we actually looked at the components, like what it's made of. Is there anything worth taking?
I mean, they're all made of. They're all made of tubes you would know. It's a type of steel alloy. It's particularly strong, and there's a lot of it. It's fairly heavy, but what makes Warforged valuable is not the components necessarily. It's more so the magic that brings them consciousness.
Yeah.
But you're more than welcome to take it.
Well, there's a big one. That'll be hard to take it. What?
Can Jin take the big one?
Sorry.
Now Jin wants robots. What the hell?
More pets. More pets.
Jin just wants an army.
Jin's turning into the collector or something. No, we'll leave that for now. He's not really into robots, or is he? Who knows?
Beep, bop, bop, bop.
No, that's Chubbs' thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you guys doing?
Right, so Kemid, where do you stand now? You've got closure with one of your parents.
Well, I don't even know if what he said is true. I mean,
Well, I don't think I'm going to get further with them, to be honest, you know. They're
Well,
a great green fucker.
We agreed that we would stay another night, have a chat to see what X is about, see if we can get any more information.
Wait, did we agree like this night and then one more?
I can't remember.
I mean, neither can I.
You know what's strange, right?
We do have rather pressing business in Majesty.
Yeah, I think I was saying this one more day.
That's
I think
right.
I was saying this one more day.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Majesty is not so far away that if we went there we couldn't just come back.
I know. I do.
I
This
need
is
to.
extremely pressing for me.
I need to know what happened to my mum. I mean, he said he ate my father, and even if that is true, and I don't want to believe it. Sorry, were you just? Sorry, I just thought Charlie was
He was,
cranking.
No, I wasn't doing anything.
Just cranking.
Sniffing my vapor rub.
Sorry,
Okay, Kemed, what active steps are you taking to find your mother from
I
this
don't-
moment now?
I'm thinking. I don't know what to do next.
Because, and I don't want to sound rude, Captain, but since we've been here, all we've really done is lost money. We haven't really made any money.
Well, that was that was a thing. We were going to try and get that harp off fixed.
Yes.
Right, so we're staying up late tonight and trying to rob a harp.
Oh, harp seems a bit. Well, maybe actually.
Isn't that the whole point? The
Well,
reason
maybe
we're
he's
all
willing to part with it. Maybe he's doesn't like it anymore.
here? Maybe.
So, there's two options here. We can either try and steal it without him knowing, or we can go talk to him, express interest, then it vanishes and he knows who's taking it.
True. Yeah.
And I know it's money's money. I can get all the money in the world if I work for it. I've got the first lead in my son in 60 years, you know? I can't be affording to stay another full day.
That bounty is with me, so I will be getting the money from that, so I would quite like to leave.
What was it?
Well, if we find Ragdar, I will be owed money. So right now, it is in my financial interest to find Ragdar.
Well, yeah, but this harp was also in Kemid's interest because it's Kiddis, you know what I mean? Obviously, he doesn't want to fuck off that guy. I mean, he did help us get it.
I will say, the deal was Kiddis gets you into pit and you get him the harp. That was the trade.
Yeah. Well, I really don't think we'd be able to come back here if we left, to be honest.
Right, okay. I'll give you this, Captain. How
Did
about...
they take the,
Huh?
Was it a letter that we used to get in?
I think we've still got it.
There's a letter, yeah.
And we
Well, I
still
mean-
have that.
If we want to use magic,
Mhm.
we have to wait till
Okay.
tomorrow. We can get a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and try and sneak in, or we can go and try and talk today.
Well, I think it's probably worth trying to get to talk to him.
I think we just get a groove on.
Alright, so we go try and do it tomorrow.
And
Try
with
to
any
talk-
luck, we can leave tomorrow.
Yeah, we can talk to him today, no? And then...
Well, it's quite late, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's after sundown, yeah.
Yeah.
Did I mention that I had a meeting?
With who?
One of the firearm purveyors. Gold Club, nice guy. He didn't have any fingers. Well, a few fingers. He said he's got some interesting pieces and he's not allowed to sell to his usual customers. He said he has something for me. But knowing the sort of social climate we find ourselves in, I think it's best if I had some backup.
Right, is that tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Rule of plan, we talk to him, deal with him, go to sleep, up early, talk to Ick, if not, steal a harp, get going.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make plans, Captain, I'm just, you can tell I'm a bit stressed out about this. And I'm... Like,
No, it's good to have an itinerary, I'd say.
right, well, whereabouts are we meeting him?
It's either
He
north.
did. Yeah, he did mention where the meeting would
It's,
take
it's
place.
outside one of the exits, right?
Mhm.
Well,
So, is everyone going?
Where did Kretz go? Did he just kind of leave?
You're not
the
sure.
room?
He left.
And the other guy, the weird guy, went in the opposite direction, did he? Or did he go out the same direction?
No, they both left the same way. I mean, this tunnel has branching paths. There is one main, like, kind of corridor that leads out into pit itself, but there's other
Okay.
branching paths that go up and down in all sorts of ways.
Okay.
Think of it like an ant's hill. We have like main passages, and then they all kind of like
Yeah.
spiral off into smaller sections and stuff.
I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna go off by myself for a little while. I'll meet up back with you if I can, but I need to find out more information.
Laddie is not going to tell you out.
Well,
Wait,
I'm
I
not
thought you
I'm not just gonna go and ask him.
What are you going
Just
to do?
get-
I think you forgot
Just
the
gonna-
fact that you were.
do some spying, maybe.
Yeah, what happens if someone finds you, assuming by themselves, in pit?
Well, they won't find me. I'll be okay.
This is a stupid idea, Laddie.
I
don't think you're
can't
thinking this
say it's
through.
a good idea.
Well, I don't care. I need to.
So you let him go pretty easily enough the first time round.
Well, I was unconscious until right at the end. I mean, I was catching my breath. You know, and I can't spy on him when he's in the same room as me.
If you think you've got the stones for it, Kemid, but you'd be impressed if we're gonna, you know.
You could wait until
Maybe.
tomorrow morning when you're a bit refreshed to go and spy on the...
I don't think
Goblin
I have
King.
time.
Right.
You don't want Fix to help you out, do you?
I mean, I'll take all the help I can get, but I don't expect you to do it. If you know,
Well, I can't do
this is
jack
my
shit for
thing.
you.
This is my business, and I don't want to drag anyone else into it. You know.
You're a
I'm
very
doing this
confusing
myself.
character, Kemid. You seem to. One minute you don't feel like doing something, the next minute you're
What do you mean?
spontaneous. I don't know. Just when you get something in your head, you can't really stop you. I respect that, Kemid. But likewise, if you do this and it goes south, it's on you.
I completely accept that. You know, I don't want any rescue missions. I'll meet you back at the boat if I can, or I'll come find you. And if it's time for you to go tomorrow and I'm not there, just leave without me. It'll be fine.
All right.
It's been nice knowing you, fella. I'll walk over and pat him on the shoulder. See you in a bit.
Yeah, hopefully I will see you tomorrow. If not, yeah.
So I will ask this: who's taking the letter?
Well, I guess I have it, so I'll be taking
Yeah.
it.
Okay. So let's go with Jin's group first. Since we all. Oh, it's Fix not. I thought Fix
I'll
was
go
going
with you.
Either
Yeah,
way,
fix some of
okay,
those.
yes,
That's really
yeah.
good.
Oh, Kemid was just going on his own, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
So as you all exit Pit's Pit, making your way through the winding tunnels, eventually to the night sky, the pit itself, you eventually branch off in your separate directions. Jin, Fix, Chubbs, you all head north, eastwards to the elevator. Copper. Copper.
Oh, yeah.
Copper.
Copper.
Make your
Oh,
way.
it's broken my silver. Fuck you.
Make your way to a higher elevation, and eventually you come to the felled forest to the north side of Pits. And it doesn't take you too long of searching to see this rather large burlap sack sat on one of the tree stumps, and a small goblinoid pacing around the stump itself until he meets your gaze. Well, you had me worried. I thought you were going to show up. We did say stand down.
Well, I was, we were preoccupied. We were putting a show on for crits.
No worries. I mean, you're in now. You're in now. So, do we want to do the fun stuff first, or do you want to talk about like the dynamite, the basic stuff?
I want to see the fun stuff. Let's do that.
Okay, fun stuff. Grabs in the bag, and you see grabs something and just whacks it down on the stump, and you see it's an axe. But you can see built into the shaft of the axe is a gun, and it has a trigger on the end of it. In fact, I even have some artwork for it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, aye, that's looking nice.
A bing bing bong bing. And someone can show it to George can show it to chat.
Oh, very nice.
Now, I did most of the designs for this myself. It's a prototype, a late prototype, so it works pretty well. There's a few kinks, nothing major. But you know, it packs a punch.
You
You
mind
made
if
this
I
yourself?
have a look?
Go ahead, please.
Can I give it the one?
Can I make an insight check to see if he's actually made it himself?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And can I investigate it for any defects or anything? Or just to check the quality of it?
Yeah, make a investigation check.
I'll just look around, I guess.
22 for investigation.
22. It's actually very well made. All the bolting and metal work is very well done. There's probably a slightly higher chance of it misfiring than a regular pistol, just because of its strange design and shape. But
Yeah.
it's a sturdy piece of hardware.
I'll pass it over to Jin. Aye, that's nice stuff, Captain.
And, well, what was my insight check like?
I don't know, what is your roll?
I'm not rolling, am I?
It's an
Oh
insight
yeah.
check.
Sorry guys, it's been a while.
Insight.
It's been a while. Let's see, Jin +3. Josh, if you're typing, can you just mute yourself? For a
Do I
sec?
have +3?
That's my time really loud, sorry.
Yeah, it's just leave it out.
I have +0 to insight, by the way.
He's definitely a plus what? Sorry.
0. I don't have a plus into anything to insight.
Oh no, sorry. I was looking at Chubbs. Sorry,
Yeah.
my eyes aren't working either. Even still, he's had some help, but the way he spoke about it, he has some pride. This is like something he's thought of. Maybe not designed the whole thing, but this is like his baby.
Is it loaded?
Yeah, he's loaded.
Oh my god.
And he describes the features of the axe gun.
2d6 piercing damage? That's not bad. It's like so it must be... Is this two-handed? It must be, right?
No, the weapon uses the attributes of the hand axe.
Also, you can throw it as well.
Yeah, you can.
The fuck? This is a great weapon. What the hell?
Yeah, it is.
This is like a great axe. Oh no, a great sword in one hand. What the hell?
There's a feat Matt Koval always goes on about from I think it's from 3.5, maybe 4th edition, called Monkey Paw, where you can hold a two-handed weapon in one hand. I think that's really cool. So I was like, yeah, just make that into a weapon.
Yo, I am a fan of this. Whoa!
I mean, if you're a fan of this, I haven't even shown you the good stuff yet. This is
There's
like,
more!
a precursor. And you can see he's dragging something out of the burlap sap, which is taking up the bulk of it. And as he's pulling it out, you can see these two large metal cylinders, almost. You can see there's these two pieces of wood and metal attached to the bottom of them, and you can see this brass cylinder on top of it with two tubes going into each of these cylinders. You can see there's a little switch, and he just switches it, and you can see the brass begins to rumble, and you can see heat, fire, and light begins to emanate out of the two cylinders at the end. I call this one the flank.
Oh!
Awesome! Fuck yeah!
And you can see this is a big gun for him. It's basically as big as this goblin, but a medium-sized creature could easily handle it. Now we got two modes, and you can see there's next to the little switch. There's like a little, another little switch, and you can see etched in on the metal itself. One's called Rainfire, and the other one is called Scorch Earth. We'll do Scorch Earth first. And you can see he just basically sets it down, puts his arm on top of it, and holds the trigger. And you can see out of both the cannons, you see fire just begins to gush out into this cone right in front of him. And it begins to scorch the earth, as it were. Actually, let's roll for that. And then, of course, my favourite, Rainfire. And you can see as he switches it over, see the brass cylinder on top begins to really violently shake. And he points it upwards, and he pulls the trigger, and you can see out of one of the cylinders, this glob of fire just arcs into the air, sails back down to the ground, and explodes. And he goes over the features of the flame gun as well.
I need to chat this as well.
No.
Flame gun.
No.
This is good shit.
Aye.
Misfire 4, Misfire
cool.
2.
So, for each of the modes, there is a DC and a misfire. So
Yeah.
the way that works is you just roll a d20 to see if you misfire on the attack, and then the
Right.
enemies roll DCs as normal if you don't explode, essentially.
But then it explodes a little bit. Okay. Fireball,
Just one
nice.
second, I'm just getting a phone call, sorry.
2d4 damage fail half. Okay. If the wheel will increase damage up to. Oh, that's. Yo, that's pretty nutty, DM. How does this work? How does this work if you have. What disadvantage to apply?
What do you mean, like advantage on an attack roll?
Yeah, if it's causing it, if it's got attack roll, and so it's simply just for misfire,
It's
not an attack
yeah,
roll.
the misfire. Yeah, the misfires aren't. You're not rolling an attack roll. It's just you roll a d20 to see if it misfires.
Man, I'm getting lucky feet. Next level.
Lucky's band.
Okay. And what's the price for these bad boys?
Well, I mean, what are you willing to pay? I mean, obviously, the man hours that have gone into these themselves, it's priceless. So you'd have to make me a very good offer.
Give me just 2 seconds.
Open up another. Wait, what was he saying, priceless?
He's saying, he's asking you for a price.
What
He
for
wants to
both?
see what you're willing to pay. Well, obviously, if you're interested in both, you can buy both. Or just the one.
I have. Well, before we get to that, I have an interesting question for you. You're clearly a man of skill.
Intellectual capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
And have you ever felt that you'd like to leave Pit?
I mean, I've left before. But then I got my job at Aiming Fire
Would you
in
want to
what
do it again?
capacity?
A free soul, undersea, getting rich, taking what's due.
I mean, maybe. I quite like my job.
Well, you can do your job, that's the thing. But you'd be doing it on a ship, and you'd be getting paid more. Maybe. Probably.
Would I get my own workshop? Because currently I have to work with the doctor, and she's a bit of a. Well, let's not speak bad about her, but
We can get a workshop for you.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean,
What
it
do you think,
depends. If I am always more inclined to help my buyers out if they help me out.
What do you think, Chubbs? Do you think it's worth it?
Stand there and cross my arms, up and down. Can I insight check him and see if he's actually interested or he just wants to sell us something?
He seems interested in the fact that you can offer him something that he can't get at Pitt.
Which is... Oh, do we not know? Or was it just
His own workshop.
his own workshop?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, Captain. You see, he's got some nice creations here. I think, within the right environment, we can lean him in to get probably a lot more money than those guns are worth, eh? Our ship empire is growing. We're going to have space for a workshop. Probably
That's
now,
right.
even.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah.
We just need to know if he's going to be, up to the task.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll purchase. Well, I want to purchase both of them actually. Jobs, how much do you have on you?
I'll tell you what. Personally, I think the axe gun's worth it. As of my own capabilities, I don't think the flame gun's that terribly worth it,
Oh, I understand.
I'm sure this quality of construction would require, a top dollar to purchase.
The thing is, that flame gun, it might be good for Kemet because it's not so accurate. It doesn't need like a deft hand. You just have to point. I mean, yourself actually. I'm not being rude, but you could do both, maybe.
I think that's like. I mean, I'm personally not interested. I've still got a lot of things to buy with my money.
Gave one of those to Andil or Lazar. Imagine.
Oh, we put it on the front of the ship.
Even then, have a little mortar. Do they exist? do I know they exist?
However, I have a lot of money that I need to put aside in case the next few days turn up something, so I can't really finance this much, I'm afraid, Captain.
He hasn't even said how much it is yet, has he?
He's asking for a price.
If I say you can, I will provide you a workshop. Will you come with us, join my crew, and I'll buy these guns off you for 600 gold.
That's what I say to that. With extra spittle. Counter offer. You buy them for double. And obviously I'd need to come and check the facilities before I leave Kate. You're not lying to me.
Well,
You're
we
gonna
have
sell me off to
work.
someone.
Oh, no, I'm not
No,
lying.
so you don't have a workshop yet.
Not yet, but we'd have to get one for you. Custom made, just what you want. Not just like a woodcutter's workshop or it's a firearms workshop. We can provide one of those. We can make one of those.
Double the price.
You
got it.
Oh, sorry, Captain, my hands are tied here. I'd love to join in.
And you're a bit tight with cash, aren't you? Fix.
I don't have any money to give you.
Right, yeah, that's what I thought.
Don't you have a shit ton of money on the ship?
Oh shit! Let's have a look.
Captain.
I saw you had a bunch of money on the ship.
Well, I did dump there's a whole dump truck of money on there. I think is that.
Do you think that we could afford to buy these and also pay for the crew and keep them fed?
No, probably not.
No.
That's why I kind of lowballed it a bit.
Yeah. Maybe if we went out and did some pirating and got some money and came back,
we
could call this a standing offer.
Yeah. No, I would have to be that, wouldn't it? Well, I'm very interested in your work club, but I'll take the axe scope. How much? 600 for that one?
Yeah, sure. 600.
Um,
And whenever you're interested, laddie, the offer's there if you want to work on some real firepower aboard that.
actually, I can't really use that. My strength cost sucks dick. I just realised. No
To
one's.
fire. Yeah, it is complicated. To fire the gun is using Dex.
But
You're not
to.
firing the gun using Strength.
Yeah, that doesn't make. I mean, it's really good if I made a new character, but. I'm not actually. No, I'm not going to get. I'm not. I just realised I'm not going to get any use for that secondary trait, even though it's so good.
The secondary trait, what?
Like the attacking with it.
As an axe.
Yeah, you can shoot. Yeah,
You
you
just
can
use it from
shoot
regularly.
from 5 feet away.
Oh! Shit,
Sorry, that's what that should say instead of
It
just
would-
attack. Attack is too ambiguous.
Yeah, it doesn't take me. Yeah, sorry.
It's like pointing the gun at like someone's shoulder and blasting it so they fall down. That's
Power stuffing, yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah,
What I
deals,
imagine.
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. Yeah. Done deal. Yeah. 600 gold. Ka-ching.
put it there as he
Put it
extends
there.
his two-fingered hand. So, you still interested in explosives?
Well, I thought we said we'd not be able to demo them unless we paid. But
Well, I mean, you just bought that from me. I can assure you all the explosives work just fine.
well, yeah. How much for you? Let's see.
I would have had more, but we had a shipment stolen a while ago. So, explosives are lacking in pit at the moment, I must say.
Can you just repeat that? Sorry.
There was a ship some captain was sailing. They had a bunch of explosives on it, and the ship was lost.
Which captain?
Oh, rolled off the table. It was Captain Crag, Captain Clan, Captain something like that. Clan,
Do you remember where?
Carl?
it was? Do you
Can,
remember-
Can, Captain Can. That was it.
Okay. Do you remember where the ship? Do you know where the ship got?
Wait, Captain Khan.
Yeah, I think that was his name. Yeah, he's back now. Off
He's
the
back.
ship. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, we wouldn't know if the ship was lost if he didn't come back.
Whereabouts was it?
I'm not really up to date on that kind of stuff. Probably ask one of the dockyard workers east of here. I can tell you that much. Anyway, explosives. You got your standard sticks of dynamite. You got your extended fuses. I put a little bit of black soot. Each one of these is 6 seconds. You can see on the extended ones it goes up to 60 seconds. And then we of course got the sticky special, my own design. You can see he puts it down and it takes a little bit of force to pull his hands away. Very good for mounting on walls, ceilings. You want to keep it compact together. All that good stuff. So each stick of dynamite is a d6 damage. You can throw them up to 60 feet, and then everyone in a 5-foot area makes a DC 12 dex check. Or takes half damage. Dynamite does double the damage against any structure or object. So regular sticks 10 apiece, extra fuse 12 apiece, and sticky special 15 apiece.
Out of interest, laddie, that
Yeah.
sticky stuff, does it stick underwater?
It does, yeah. It's like a resin. All the explosives
How do
take
you light it
inside.
underwater?
Well, as I explained to your friend the other day, it's kind of like a snapping mechanism. There's two pieces, or
Right.
one piece in half, and as you snip it, there's a little fuse on the inside.
And that's the
Doesn't
time you
explode.
go in.
It doesn't explode straight away. You got about 6 seconds to get the fuck away from it. But it works underwater.
I'll take a couple of them.
Yeah.
There's 2, 3,
A couple of the stickies,
4.
No, just a
Mark,
couple.
I'm running out of fingers here.
Well, I'll take a couple. Yeah.
So I guess 2 sticky ones.
Aye, go on.
Says 30 gold.
I'll do
Any more
about
for any
30
more?
gold. Well,
What time you got your dad to
I'm going there for 9.
Tracy
all
Beaker.
right.
Yeah.
Right, I'll see.
Yeah, we'll be.
Is the axe good magical or not?
No, neither of the weapons are classed as magic.
Could do the repeating shot on that,
Alright.
that boy. Yeah, I mean, weapon. Hell yeah.
So is that all? You don't want any more?
That's all for me.
Oh. We've got explosives, we've got a gun. What else could I want? Yeah, I'm good.
Right, well, change your mind. If that offer gets any sweeter, you know where to find me.
Likewise, if you want a good adventure and possible business adventure in the future.
Well, I mean, I have no idea where to find you.
Well, if you ever hear within Dread Eyes, just
Aye.
make sure you say hello.
You got it. Red eyes. Well, pleasure doing business with you boys.
Thanks, Club.
Might see you around.
Yeah.
As he begins to slowly drag his heavy burlap sack behind him.
Hell
As
yeah.
we're heading back to the ship, I'll just say, Captain Khan is worth 800 gold pieces. I have a bounty on his head.
Honestly, rings a bell, you know.
Captain Khan. That wasn't the one with the skulls, was it?
The skulls.
That wasn't the fellow that took us to the island with the lady, was it?
He wasn't.
The island was a lady.
Miss Alice.
Oh no, that was a half-orc, I think. Nash.
Do we know Captain Khan's race?
Yeah, he's a hobgoblin, and I think we did meet one in the jungles, didn't we?
Where's that Captain Khan?
So, while the three of you ponder that information, Kemid, what are you doing?
Can I have, whilst this is going on, like just after they left, I've just taken a short rest.
Sure.
Alright, cool. Let me just quickly do that. Bonk. Bonk. Ooh. Groovy. Okay,
You're on mute, by the way.
I want to... I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
No,
No,
I can't
I
hear,
was
I
just-
guess.
I was just saying,
Sure.
I was saying it didn't matter, but I was saying how good this gun is actually now that I'm going through it. So it's
Yeah.
it's
very
basically reroll. It's like lowest I can get is 2, and it's gone up to 12, plus bonus stuff. So good.
good. Oh,
Mm.
yeah. Right, okay, I want to follow... I want to start exploring those tunnels where they went off to. Obviously stealthily. and
Who
I'm
went off
gonna-
to?
Sorry?
Where who went off to?
Preston Darth Maul.
Well, yeah, I don't really know exactly where they went other than the general direction. So I want to start sort of poking around, try and infer where they could possibly be, if you know what I mean. I know
Well,
it's
you
a
have
bit
no
vague.
idea where they went. Once they left, they were gone. You can make a survival check.
Wait, which is
It's-
the way they came out, or the way we came in even.
They came out the main entrance. You went in the main entrance as well.
Okay. So they just went straight back out the main entrance of this, and we came in through the tunnels, did we?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, can I go to the place where... Do I know where... the first time we met Kretz, well, I wasn't there, obviously. You know, there was like it was a big food hall, mess hall area.
Hmm.
Do I know where that is? Did I see it on the way in?
No, you wouldn't have seen it on the way in. It would have
Hmm.
depended if the others told you. We can say they told you.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably told them. So the bottom gate.
Can I cast Pass Without Trace on myself and then go there and sneak around to make sure I don't get seen?
How are you getting there? They would have told you it is on the very bottom of pit. There is a single elevator that goes down there, and if
Isn't
you don't
that-
take the elevator, it's about an 80-foot drop.
Wait, I'm confused. Where are we now then?
So if you look on pit,
More
Pit's
online.
pit
Yeah.
is over here on the left. Can you see that little
Yeah,
green?
yeah. Oh, okay. That's where we're in now, that tunnel.
They would have told you. Kretz's quarters was there on the lower floor, and there's a single elevator that goes down to that level.
Right.
Not just anyone can get to the general's quarters.
Okay. That changes things. Wait, how far down did you say the cliff was?
About 80-ish foot.
80 foot.
80, yeah.
Okay. That changes. Okay. I'm gonna go to the elevator.
Okay. You make your way around to the elevator that leads down to the general's quarters. You can see, even though it's still night time, there is a two ogres stood there behind a cordoned off fenced area, and you can see there is a hobgoblin with 3 stripes on his armor down his shoulder.
Can I make sure I don't get seen when I arrive there? And I want to just sort of watch what happens for a little while.
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Okay. 13.
23 if you've cast Pass Without Trace, or have you not cast that?
I haven't cast it yet. No. 13.
Okay, let me just check something. Scooby Dooby Doo. Okay. Luckily for you, you were not seen. There are plenty of small shacks and crevices to hide in around, not much for a while, and doesn't seem like there's a lot of traffic to the general's quarters until you
Okay.
see one figure move towards the gate, and you can see the hobgoblin signals to one of the ogres. You see the ogre opens the gate and drags it through the mud. What's your passive perception? Pretty high.
Pretty high, yeah.
You can see it is the scarred hobgoblin that you saw before, the Darth Maul lookalike.
Okay.
And he takes the elevator down. How much longer are you scouting it out?
Do they close the gate instantly behind him?
If you were going to do something, you'd have a second to act.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna. Can I still see him once he's made it down to the bottom? And is he going towards Kretz's quarter?
You cannot, no.
Okay.
You can move towards the edge, which would be another stealth check to get a better vantage point and look down.
I think I will. Wish I had like more spells. Wish I had invisibility.
If only
If only.
the woodpecker sighed.
I don't know what to do. Okay, I'll scout out for a bit longer, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, how long is a bit longer?
Like another half an hour, and then if no one comes along, I'm gonna think of something else.
Okay. You spend another half an hour squatting in this rather filthy shack. Just behind it, bit of tarpaulin falling down over you, keeping you hidden. No one else takes the elevator. There's a little bit of movement on the street here and there, but as time passes, it gets quieter and quieter on the streets. The two ogres and the hobgoblin still remain at their posts.
Hmm. Are they? Oh, fuck. I actually had a good idea now. Can I see the elevator from here? Is it just kind of behind a fence, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's quite a tall fence. It's maybe 10, 12 foot.
Okay. Okay, new plan. Actually, I'm not sure about that. Okay.
If only you had that letter.
Yeah. Might have to go and get it. These like little platforms that I can see next to the elevator. What are they?
Those are like outposts. There's one next to the elevator itself, which is manned by a number of hobgoblins, and you've been around Pit long enough to see that there are these outposts near every elevator and every entrance to Pit. And there's at any one time you can probably see about a dozen hobgoblins and goblins guarded on top and around them.
The outposts. Okay. Okay. Where did the other guys go again? Oh yeah. I'm gonna give up. Realize that it's basically impossible to get down there without the letter. I'm gonna go find the others. Sneak away.
If only any of us had invisibility and spell this as well.
The woodpecker side. Okay. So we'll say, excuse me, we'll say for the sake of brevity, you all make your way back to the ship and reconvene during the night. And of course, Kimmit has to pay his copper fee to get back up. Copper. Actually, you have to pay 2 copper. Copper.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's no good. I can't get down to Kretz's thing. Can I have that letter, Jin?
Give me your Angus.
Well, I guess.
No, hold up, Captain. He wants to take our only ways of surviving in this area to go on a suicide mission.
Yeah, you do have a point. Well, we can come down with you. You can do your chicory poker and we'll see you next.
Or why don't we wait until tomorrow? I'll give you an hour's of invisibility, and you can go do what you want for an hour.
Aren't we planning on going down there anyway tomorrow?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, we are.
What for?
Yes, to speak
We
to one of
discussed
the other
this.
people down there.
Right, act.
Yeah, one of the generals in the general's area, which is the same place where you want to go. We can go there scot-free without having to sneak around, because we've got the piece of paper. And when we go, we probably won't get killed by an angry general who's getting bugged by a human.
Well, I guess I don't really have any other choice.
I can sympathise with you, laddie. I know you want to find your family, but throwing your life away in a place like this isn't worth it. You do more good going to sleep resting and going back fully renewed with your captain and your crew.
Yeah, but I don't want to waste your time. That's the point.
We're going to sleep anyway. Not much we can do when we've all battled out.
Yeah, how long are you planning on sneaking about?
Well, I was planning on spending a good few hours doing it, to be
Well,
honest.
you ain't got tomorrow to do that.
I suppose a few more hours won't hurt. Okay.
Oh, Chubs, can you do your doodad on this one? And I'll put the axe gun down. Well, that'll be tomorrow morning, but it'll be for tomorrow morning.
You'll have to wait until the morning now.
Yeah.
So, as you're all heading to sleep, you can see Lazar is still up on deck while you're chatting away, keeping watch. And as you're heading down, Lazar just gives Kemet a quick tap. Waits for the rest of you to leave.
Lazar said what?
He hasn't said anything.
Oh,
You
sorry.
give you
I
a
thought
quick
you...
tap on the shoulder.
Right. Okay.
He's looking, waiting for the others to go to the lower deck.
Right.
Okay, well, listen, I know you really want to find your parents. So if there's anything I can do to help, being a hobgoblin, I'll go back with you.
Oh,
Tonight.
Yeah,
Do you think?
I've been listening. I've been on watch, and I've been, I've been hounding my accent. I'm getting the hang of the intricacy of what to say.
It's pretty good.
I know, right?
It reminds me of Norman from Yes Man. He's not even putting it on, it just same way he speaks.
Not seen it. Look, I mean, if you had
do you think you could get down to the lowest sector?
I don't know what that means.
Of course you haven't been in yet. There's a heavily guarded elevator down to the bottom level where it's kind of where I want to be. But without this letter and without the others, I mean, we have to have a pretty good reason to go there. So.
I mean, like I said, I'm only offering me as a service. I'm not really an ideas guy,
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, I appreciate the offer,
Yeah,
but
what I'm saying, it's just if you're an idea, I can help you.
well, I'll think about it tonight. I'll think about it when I go to bed. But I really appreciate the offer. Thank you. Right now, I don't think I'll go down with you tonight because I think that would put us both at risk.
No, that's fine. All right. Not then.
No, yeah, no.
So, everyone gets a long rest. What are those faces you're making there, Angus?
It was me those rolls just did.
Oh, right, I'm not looking at Forge right now.
Fade to
So-
hit. No problem.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm reading their infusions, and it just seems really awkward with how basically you can't end an infusion willingly.
I think, well,
You can't. You can either die and it goes off. You can infuse another item, and the oldest infusion will then wear off.
yeah.
But I
Okay.
couldn't do that.
Well, you
Why
can
not?
you can do it every morning. You can just.
I was going to say, is it every morning you can just change them?
Oh wait, no, I'm actually
Shall making a new infusion and it getting rid of the oldest one means you can just change it, right?
No, because the oldest one's my homunculus.
Can you just make it again?
But
Yeah.
I think because never mind. I think because I'm infusion, I'm using the same infusion again. The same version of that infusion will get rid of. Never mind. I hadn't thought about it until just now.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone gets a long rest.
Sorry. I just had to say it out loud to get it.
I didn't understand that at all, but as long as you understand it, it's good.
Yeah.
So, everyone gets a long rest. Eventually, everyone wakes up for today.
I'm gonna wake up in a.
And the first on the deck of the ship sees Endel has fallen asleep at his post. You see him sat up on the edge of the ship, his hands kind of just resting on the starting of a pot belly. And you can see On the mast is a small note that has been pinned in there by black dart. You can see the dart has this small helix on its handle.
I will go have a look.
You can see the note says,
Oh, first of all, I'm going to go next
Oh.
to Andel. I'm going to shoot my gun right next to his ear.
Okay, I will read this first since everyone's reading it now currently.
Yeah.
The note says, to the victors of Pit Pit, while I am not a man of violence, I am a man of great culture and broad horizons.
I like this guy already.
By word of mouth, I am to understand that you are an eclectic group of individuals, and I would request the pleasure of conversing with you in person. With that said, it is with the greatest of pleasures that I invite you to my gala, a night of fine food, drink, dancing, music, and good company. The gala is to commence with post haste at the dusk on the eve of this very day. Your seats at the pre-gala feast have already been reserved, sat next to yours truly. With best wishes and greatest of excitement, General Horatio Eck.
This guy, I like him. He's got style.
And as you're all reading, you hear a loud gunshot ring out as you see and they'll is up.
Morning, dickhead.
That was really necessary, wasn't it?
Well, what's necessary is you falling asleep on the job, Andale. Down to
I mean, if someone's basically up. Captain, you've given me the thingy. I don't know what it's called. Okay, now I'm back. I'm good.
We're good, we're good.
Yeah, what happened again? Try, Captain. This thing is close.
Right, I'll say after he's done that shot, I'll go, Captain, shut us out here for a second. I'll do my thing.
Wahoo!
I like to use my infusion on it and give it a repeating shot.
Yes. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Pass it back over.
Can't wait for you to have yours. Maybe yours next level. Bar. Man, Artifice Infusions.
I'm also going to use my all-purpose tool to give myself mage hand for the next 8 hours.
Okay.
Juicy.
Hmm.
And it's an alchemy set, right?
I've got the unending brew flask. I've already rolled that. We've got resilience for ×2.
Is that the second one?
You what? Number 5. No, that's plus D4 to saving throws.
Ooh, that's not bad.
We had AC 1.
Crazy.
So yeah.
Did you say that a dart was pinning it to the thing?
It's a very small black dart and it has a helix front handle.
I'm just like balancing on my finger. I'm like, Captain, do you think we're going to be going to this tonight then?
Well, yeah.
Well, hold up, Captain. Tonight. I thought we were leaving today.
We're going
What
to the beach.
What I see on the note, I see gala tonight. I also see pre-gala.
Okay, we'll do pre-gala. If we do what you want to do, we fuck off.
Okay. Right. Thanks for clearing that up.
And you're not joining us, are you, Kevin? You're doing any
Well-
spying?
Well, I'll be coming down there with you, but I'll probably slither off.
If X is having a gala, do you think Kretz will be there?
I get the feeling he thinks himself above all the other captains and generals.
Yeah, he strikes me as someone who's got a big
Disinterested.
track on his success.
Right.
Not that that's, bad, but sometimes it seems like he's kind of alienated himself. If he's got a fancy gala, like,
Well, either way,
look around.
if and when you want to sneak, Kevin, say the word and you'll go invisible.
Appreciate that.
I've made
thank you.
sure in my many preparations this morning, that's one of them I've taken as well.
Appreciate that.
I have prepared myself for.
You have a wait for it.
I've got a new gun. Have you seen this, Cameron? Look at it.
But it's an axe, but it's a gun.
That's right. and he's pretty powerful. I don't think he meant to shoot it far. It's pretty inaccurate.
Can I have a look?
Sure.
Just like heavy in my hands. Bloody hell.
Well, it's not that heavy. I don't think it's two-handed.
Uh,
Oh,
it's
it
a
can be
bit
two.
bit heavy for me, I think.
I swear to God, you're literally stronger than me.
To be fair, my stats are kind of nuts.
Yeah.
No, I have 8 strength. I have 8 strength.
Oh, that's your dump. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's my early dump.
Fair dues, fair dues. It feels... Oh, you could have rolled a nutty paladin with those things.
My stats are insane.
Oh,
You could still go paladin.
You could still go paladin.
Oh, does paladin need high
Paladin.
strength? Or is it?
No, it needs
no,
just
charisma.
Just charisma.
Quite helps,
I could
obviously.
be, yeah, I could be a
It could be
dexterous
charisma,
paladin.
actually. It could be... Oh, that's also true. That's something I don't get about a fighter. I think you should be able to choose which saving throw proficiency you get when you choose the class.
Strength or dex.
Yeah, but you'd always choose Dex, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, I guess you would. That's also true. But why
What's
not?
the other saving throw with fire? Is it Constitution?
Can't you?
Strength and con, yeah. So, what's the plan, Stan?
You got that. Right?
Yeah, just go like have a little party. Did I? Is there any? I might take this morning just to, if I'm having a bit of a chill morning, nothing too exciting. I might just go see if there's any interesting flora.
Oh, just around the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, make a nature check for me.
Wow, 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 wow. Oh, we love nature checks. Oh, so many
Oh,
nature
no.
checks. Have you ever made so many nature checks in your entire life? Oh, that's not great. That's the time.
Let's see, what can you find with a 10? Not much. Let me just get to where it actually is. So much stuff, so much stuff.
Can't believe. Oh, I can't remember what the fucking. Where did I put those recipes? Did we pin them?
No. I think I send them to you personally.
Yes. Was it before the that stuff?
Oh, with a 10. You can spend most of the morning pottering around the island. Eventually, you get beyond the felled area of the trees into more forested, wooded areas.
Yep.
How far north are you going, just out of curiosity? Are you staying close to the coast?
I'd go so far as I feel. No, fuck it. I'm feeling ballsy. I've got a new gun. I'm just sending it. I'm going where I please.
Okay, roll a d20 for me.
Uh-oh. Din died. 1!
Okay. Eventually, you head fairly far north into the forest, and you come across a nice little rockery pond, little stream coming down the top from this little hill, and you can see there's some gillsweed. Wonder where they got that name from. Inside the pond. Make a herbalism kit check for me to harvest the gillsweed.
So that's a +3.
Really weird.
Ooh, 50.
15, that's enough. You get... That's a good roll. 6 pieces of gillsweed.
Oh, gillsweed. Give me.
Gillsweed can be used to make potions of water breathing.
Do I have the thingy for that? Recipe.
So what for that?
The recipe.
I don't believe so. You can probably easily find it, or I would say with enough time spent you could work it out.
Ooh.
As you're collecting your gillsweed...
Is that not Is that not alchemy set, or are you just allowing that I can do that with herbalism?
I mean, if you want an alchemy set, just say the words.
Yeah. To make potions, you'd have to use an alchemy set, unless it was a herbalist. There are herbalist things you can make.
Yeah, I've got
Um,
two of those, but I literally can't find the flipping thingy.
Anyway, as you're collecting your Gilsweed, you do hear quite a loud set of footsteps. And you quickly look up, and you can see it's deep into the woods. It's quite piney, the trees. And you can see a tall, slender, grey figure, about 15 foot high, just making their way across the woods.
Is it coming towards me?
Doesn't even seem to have noticed you.
What? The one didn't happen to be a perception check to this.
No.
Ooh, can I make one, please, dear?
Sure.
What do I see?
Are you looking around for anything else, or are you looking specifically at this creature?
Looking at the creature. It's a 16.
16
What is
pretty
it?
good.
What is
It's definitely some kind of giant. They are very slender. Their arms extend almost to the mid point of their thighs. You can see there's not a lot of muscle on them. They're bald of head. Their ears aren't pointed. They're very rounded. All their features on their face are very round as well. They look almost like bull creatures. Oh, this one does. As you see, just kind of wading through the forest.
Oh man, just to break that, I can already see. You know when you like make a really serious character and then it just dissolves into insanity. The first thing I thought of was like, I want
What
it.
did you not through?
How much do I know about giants?
Not a lot. You'd know probably a little bit about hill giants, and
Okay.
you would have heard stories of giants, but specific information, you haven't done much reading on them, so not a
No.
lot.
I probably know about those ones in the Feywild, but probably not these guys. Is it Fomorian? I think that's the ones from the Feywild.
Yeah, I can't remember.
That's okay. What's he doing?
He's walking.
Can I follow him?
Yeah, I assume you're doing this stealth.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check for me.
Oh, yeah, 25.
Nice. Okay. You follow this guy for a while. How far would you like to go?
Till I get bored, I guess.
You tell me, give me a time.
Ooh, let's say half an hour. I'll probably be like, is he going fast or is he like walking?
I mean, he's probably, doing a light jog, which for you is pretty fast.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I'll probably half an hour, let's say.
Okay. So you follow this figure for about half an hour, and he stops off at a few different points. You can see there's another pond, a stream where he just drinks some water from. You can see there's another point where he's laid a trap, a very small piece of rope attached to a branch, and you can see the branches. It's basically set in such a way that if someone was to step in this loop, it would snatch them up. And he checks a few little traps and keeps moving north.
That's it.
That's all you see in that half an hour, yeah.
Giants. I would know that giant is a language, correct?
Yeah, you'd know that much, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't speak it, so yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna just be like, well, we should fun, and yeah, that's all. Yeah, I'm gonna head back after that.
Okay,
So-
Captain, weren't you interested in finding Captain Karen?
Well, hello, by the way. I was, but finding a bounty in their hometown, and with the suspicion that it was the gentleman we found in the woods, kind of inching away from it. Sounds like a lot more trouble than.
We don't have to pursue him acting as if we're after a bounty.
That's true, actually.
We can say, oh, I heard that your ship went underwater.
Well,
Maybe you would
yeah.
like to go check on the wreckage. We could split what we find 50-50. We bring him out into the open ocean and then, something happens.
Maybe. But he's got a bounty on his head from Majesty, doesn't he?
Yes.
And so do I.
Well, I mean, if anything, that would make him more likely to come with you. It would make him suspect you
but
less.
isn't it just, doesn't it just like, I mean, it's highly deceitful. Just being like, hey, I've got a bounty too, but I'm going to dob you in to the same people who want me.
Yes, it is deceitful. Is that an issue for
I
you?
don't know, it just feels weird, doesn't it?
I mean, we kill people for money.
Yeah, I know we kill people for money, but it's not like he's. Yeah, I guess it's for money, but it's not.
Is he developing a conscience?
No, it's just ironic, It just feels different because we're like,
Is it ironic?
Like I was saying yesterday, Captain, while we've been here, we've only lost money, and I am here to make money.
yes, and you'll make money, Fix. That's where this is going. How many people have you seen defeat giant golems of robots? Robot giant golems, robot giants, robot warforged. Warforged, not robots. Look, we found so many platinum bars. Well, you didn't find them actually. Well, you did. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
We found a lot of platinum bars, and so you could always see it's like a good gig. Just because we're having a bit of a holiday, vacation in Pete. Sometimes you got to spend money's for spending after all. Anyways, I don't think Captain Khan's worth it.
You don't think he's worth 800 gold pieces?
No. I think that's going to make our spending with Pitt very bad, and I feel weird about it. And I don't like helping Majesty people. I'll just be playing. I know your Majesty, but
It was Odell, by the way.
Odell. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Odell. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
then.
let's go find Khan. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's probably worth going to see him, but don't think I want to take the bounty.
That's
So
fine
what's the
then.
plan? James is frozen, by the way, but we can just carry on.
He is. I thought he was just really still for his hot second.
Just listening intently.
Yeah, we'll go to Captain's quarters.
Okay. I assume you're specifically looking for the goblinoid you met in the jungle.
Yes.
After going to all the
Cool.
separate levels of Captain's quarters, the mess halls with the bunks inset on the walls, you do not see him anywhere.
Copper.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Well, I guess we'll just go to this mess hall. Anyways, if I didn't have a conscience, I would have just blasted Club out of the earth, Of course I have a conscience. In fact, that's why I'm here.
What do you mean?
Well, the reason why I'm here is because I felt differently about, Oh. I'll bring it. Sure. But that's for a different time. Let's go,
The pre-gala.
yeah.
Right.
I will say you're probably about 5 hours too early for the pre-gala.
Well, I guess we just DOS for 5 hours?
It's an evening do, yeah. Just save you the effort of going down and being rejected. You have
Excuse me.
more time during the day to do anything, if there's anything you want. You can just wait.
We could. I mean, Kemet, do you want to go alone, or do you want us to come with you?
I don't think I can get down there without the letter. That's why I'm coming with you today. I mean, if you want to go down there early, I'd be more than happy to do that, but they probably wouldn't let you down.
No, we can get down. It's the fact that we won't be allowed into X quarters.
Well, in that case, I'd be quite happy to spend some time, snooping around.
Well, we can even make it to the gala if we do, or if you are successful.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good use of our time.
Well, let's do that then. Let's go!
So it's fun, sorry, everyone's going together.
Yeah, I'm going to the bottom level and then letting Kemid do his...
Wait, hold up. We're gonna
Let's
go and
say-
stand out in the open randomly whilst Kim snoops around.
I mean, I'm not too bad at hiding if you want me to snoop with you, Kemet.
Well, I can make us both very stealthy.
Yes.
I mean, Captain, I'm more than happy just waiting for the pre-gala because I've got no business. I'm not a stealthy man, you know.
I
Well,
will also say this. This may be a repeat of something which happened in the first campaign. The bottom level, there's nothing to hide behind.
Yeah, it's
There's hundreds of feet of open space.
Except the big
So-
skull.
Yeah, moving sneakily on the lower level would be very difficult.
I thought,
Hang on.
but once we're inside
Especially
the tunnels, though.
There's not a tunnel, George. It's literally just a flat open area with doors in the wall to walk into, and that's where each of the
Yeah.
general live.
How are you going to get to the tunnel? You got to walk across the open area.
You have to walk into the door and knock on the door.
Yeah, well, I meant that once we were inside the tunnel.
There's no tunnel. We have to.
And I'm
knock on
going to
the door
say,
to get in.
how are you going to get into the tunnel?
You go down the elevator,
Yeah.
land, massive expanse of land
Yeah.
with a wall surrounding it that's 80 foot tall. Inside the cliff, the wall, are the doors that you need to go into that
Yeah.
take you into the tunnel.
I'm looking
So how are we
at
going
that.
to sneak across the plane?
Well, I wasn't planning on sneaking across the plane. Just go.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just get to the door and then you sneak about, right?
How do you get into the door?
How do you get into the door?
You just ask. Can I come in?
And then
What's the
there's-
point of sneaking then? Because they know that we're going to be
I
there.
thought there was like a network of tunnels behind each door.
No.
Behind some of them, not
You don't remember
for
what happened last time round? We opened the door,
generals.
went through one single tunnel where there was 2 guards on another
I
door.
can't remember that. That was like a month ago. I thought I
There's
just
no
assumed-
sneaking to be done.
I don't know why you're getting annoyed at me, James.
No, I'm just telling you.
Okay.
So, what's the plan, guys?
Why don't we just go and see if he's in, and then you can have a conversation with him?
You have been to see the special general before with the letter.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's try that then.
Okay.
Wow.
Amazing.
Okay, let's
So-
go to the Special General.
You all head to the gated elevator, and the Hobgoblin Guard is the same one not that you saw, Kemid, but the 3 of you saw when you went to see the Special General before, and he just stops you. Meeting in progress. You have to wait here till they're finished.
Right. We'll do it.
You can see there's another Hobgoblin currently on the elevator, and you can see he says something to the other one. Jin, since you have the observant feat.
Right. Chubbs does, not
I
Jim.
do.
Oh no, sorry, it's Chubbs. You don't speak Goblin, so you're not sure what they say. And you can see that Hobgoblin sent down the elevator about 4 or 5 minutes later,
What
he
was
comes back
special about him?
up. Nothing.
Right.
Oh yeah. I said I'm
you
staying
can
on the
see-
ship. By the way, I didn't have any interest in. I was going to stay on the ship for the pre-gala.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can see the hobgoblin eventually comes back up, and he has two or three. I forget if it's 2 or 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he has 2, and the other guy has 3. And 2 says to 3.
Oh my god.
he
Well,
whispers
7, 8,
something in
9.
his. He whispers something in his ear, and the other guard looks to you. So, who are you here to see?
Well, I want to speak to Kritz again.
You can see he just shakes his head lightly. Chris is preoccupied.
Right. Oh, never mind then, if he's preoccupied. Guess we'll wait.
Yep.
Are you waiting right there?
Yeah, why not?
It's a video game where it's just like you just phone 5 hours and you're still exactly.
I just lock eye contact with this major. It's just like, yep, I'm waiting.
Oh my god. So you make the necessary preparations, whatever you want to do, in time for the pre-gala, and eventually around 4 or 5 o'clock, when the sun's getting low, you all make your way. Excuse me. Down to the bottom level of Pit and make your way to the Special General X can't speak. X quarters.
Right,
You can see the tunnel that leads to his quarters are much more refined than the one that leads to the Special General's. The walls are very quickly shaped and smoothed out, and the walkway is paved. And you can see, as you approach, it almost looks like a gate you would see on a castle. There's woodwork, there's craftsmanship that you haven't really seen to this level anyway in Pit. And you can see, instead of hobgoblins being posted outside, there are 2 warforged.
DM, out of interest, what
Yeah.
type of stones is made out of?
The local stone.
Local stone.
Sedimentary stone.
Okay. Just double checking. There's a new Tileman episode, boys.
Oh, yeah.
And you what?
Tileman.
What?
Settled series.
Oh, settled. Oh, right. I was like, I don't remember Iron Man having a TV show. So, as you approach the doorway, the 2 warforged, almost in recognition to who you are, very methodically go and open the door. And as you are greeted by the interior, it looks like a house. And there are multiple windows that seemingly have sunlight passing through them. You can see there is a big foyer area with carpet and chandeliers. There is 2 stairways that lead to an upper floor. There is a big banquet hall. It's quite refined.
Was it Ek that brought in the Warforgers? Was it said before? Was it Ek who brought them
Yeah,
in?
it was.
You have heard that,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And
Oh,
you can see
God.
currently in the foyer there are a number of people talking, having what looks like champagne possibly, and speaking amongst each other. You can see one hobgoblin, 2 drow, and a rather strange looking warforged. Actually, 2 rather strange looking warforged. One of them almost has the appearance of a dog if it weren't for its 8 legs. You can see the top half resembles almost like a dog or a seahorse's face, and the bottom kind of scuttles about like a cockroach almost. And it has this large, elongated tail that wraps around, and you can see this little spark of electricity that pierces through the tail. Next to that, you see another Warforged. Now, most of the Warforged you've seen on Pit, and even throughout your career, Chubbs, have never been as detailed as this robot. Think of robots from the film Robots, like that really fancy chick. It's almost like that. The craftsmanship is spectacular, and its movements, Warforged are clunky, they're functional, but this one has an elegance to it. It's wearing clothes. It has on this kind of brown with red accented top hat, and you can see it wears a cloak with the same red accent that runs down the sides of its arms. You can see. Go ahead.
Any definable insignias or logos on it?
Make a perception check.
I click roll. Nothing's.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
Am I robot-y?
No, I think you've disconnected
Oh, okay.
to
Sorry,
refresh your. Yeah.
My intent did drop out.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah. Okay.
Next to that, you see two drow. Two very, very pretty drow. A man and a woman, both with very white hair. And you can see the man has what looks like a gold collar round his neck. And you can see he has them round his wrist as well. They almost look like manacles, but almost solid gold. And you see he has 3 scars running parallel down his face. With a 21, no insignias, nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
And the last person you see, I'm not sure if this person's a hobgoblin or a goblin. They're quite tall if they were a goblin, but you can see there is a greenish tinge to their skin. However, they are completely shaved, and their face has been powdered white. You can see they wear a very, very nice finery of robes with as many ruffles as you can imagine, a waistcoat buttoned tightly. You can see he has almost like an ascot with this purple gem in the center of it, keeping it all together. And you can see he's speaking quite boisterously, quite loud as you all enter the room.
Jeez.
Oh,
Jeez.
they're very...
It's bougie as hell, boys.
So the top left.
You see as you enter. Yes.
Right, yeah.
Find
Okay.
over 2 drow warforged.
And you can see as you enter, most of the eyes look towards you. And you can see the goblinoid creature looks towards you as his hands are placed around his waist. They just open up wide. The champions of Pit, they've arrived. It is so wonderful to meet you all, as he very quickly moves up towards you and with quite a lot of interest moves towards Fix and just takes your hand and just kind of strokes it very vigorously.
This guy doesn't have any markings that a hobgoblin would have, right? Any
Markings a hobgoblin.
major sort of markings.
No, he's got no strikes or anything. He's not wearing any armor or anything like that.
Does he move like he owns the place?
He moves with a vigor, for sure. Yeah.
Can I make an insight check to read his body language?
Sure. What are you trying to ascertain?
Just like he's if this guy's fucking act. Like if this guy's like he's.
You could just ask him if you like.
Yeah, but that makes you seem like
He's probably
that's
about to
not
introduce
cool.
himself, right?
That's not cool. No, we'll wait then. Yeah, whatever.
Okay. You can see he goes round and for a good, 10-20 seconds, he's just moving his hand over Fix's and just looking at your claws, almost peeling back the fur and just taking you in as a being. I mean, it's just fascinating. It really is. And the paws! The paws! You are a sight. And look, a dwarf. So many years since I've seen one of you. You can see he like kind of kneels down to your level. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Aye, you can stand, laddie. I'm
I
Chubbs.
know your people are not a fan of the meaning of your height, but I just like to get down to your level and just those cheekbones. I mean, as chiseled as the rock you chisel, I'm sure. Yes, and of course, look at him. Those little eyes, those little human eyes. They always look so innocent. The J of
General X?
strife in them. It's good to meet you all. Yes, I am General X, General Horatio X. It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you. Nice to finally make your acquaintance.
Yes, likewise. I'm sorry, where are my manners? Allow me to introduce my friends. Please, come in. And you can see a number of Warforged that do not look designed for battle. Have plates that essentially are like bolted to their fingertips as they're carrying drinks around and offer them to you. And you can see he goes around the circle. This is my trusted confidant and advisor. This is Bancroft. And you can see the Warforged just gives a nod. Bancroft does not speak, but he is a marvel, as I am sure you will find out.
Aye.
This is my fellow General, General Hadless. And you can see gestures to the male drow, and he just gives a
Hadless.
nod. Hadless, Hadlas, Hadless. He just
Oh,
gives
he's
a
only
nod
5,
to
isn't
you.
he?
You can see he stands there with one hand in his pocket holding a drink. Doesn't say anything to you. And, of course, his beautiful wife, Nizana. Pleasure to meet you all. And, of course, this is my little boy. This is Trotter. And you can see the dog kind of scutters up.
How much would I know about Drow, DM?
Make a history check.
Oh, that's a 5.
That's a bad.
You're not really
miss.
sure. You know, they're not from the Feywild. You know, they might come from another plane of existence. You might remember that. You're not sure if they've been on material plane that long.
Would I know the fact that men in power is really weird?
The fact of what? Sorry.
That men being in power in Drow culture is really weird. Or is
You wouldn't know that now.
Okay, good to know.
So we're just waiting on 2 more of our guests. But please mingle, make yourself at home, have a look around. I can give you the tour if you like.
Is there any music playing?
There is, yeah. There's a little bit of music coming from what seems like the conservatory area over to your right.
Does it sound like a harp?
No, not currently.
Can I walk up to the Warforge and like get kind of uncomfortably close to it and start inspecting it?
You can see as you do that, he kind of just puts a hand towards you and just takes a step back.
Well, it's just I'm blown away. This is the most wonderful craftsmanship I've ever seen. You build them yourself?
You see Bancroft gives a nod. No, I didn't build them myself. I'm not I don't have the mind for that. No.
Where did you acquire such a marvel? I'm blown away.
Well, I would love to tell you, but trade secrets.
All right,
Yeah.
same place you got the dog.
Yes. I mean, he's not a dog, but I did get Trotter from the same place, yes.
I'd like to get to know this a lot more. Hey?
You make it sound like you can go back. Can you?
Go back. What do you
Well,
mean?
if you wanted more, could you?
Of course, I bring in shipments of Warforged all the time.
Wow. I can see why you're so popular.
I am a very, very, very well-versed tradesman. I make a mean deal.
I don't doubt it.
I would personally love to go on a tour of the house.
Oh, by all means, please, come with me. If anyone else would like to come with me, you are more than welcome.
Yes.
Aye.
And he takes you around the house. I'm not going to bother moving him. You can just move yourselves and look around the lower floor. And you can see he takes you to the dining hall and the
Right.
kitchen in the back, which he doesn't let anyone in because there are people. You can smell there is stuff cooking. And you can see as you're walking around, there's just, it's almost uncanny valley. There's like a facade to this place, and as you get close to the windows, you can see there's definitely a magical component, as it almost just looks like a panel of light shining through, and they are all fake. And you can see the door at the back is not real. It doesn't lead anywhere. Let me take you upstairs. And he takes you to the upper floor. We'll have to grab your tokens.
Have you been local to Pitt all your life?
Yes, I've lived here all my life.
This is very extravagant to the outside comparatively.
Wait, say that again. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
So this is a very extravagant, building compared to the outside of Pitt.
Well, I've made a very good living doing what I do, and I've become a invaluable member of the hundreds and thousands. I don't want to say I'm revolutionary, but I am certainly close.
Can we get some light on this map, please?
Okay, you not see anything?
Not really.
Sorry, boss.
I'm just walking through and opening every single door and just having a look
That's
through,
better.
like,
There
indiscriminately.
you go.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he would show you most of the areas are very open plan, and then there's 2 bedrooms. And yeah, he'd be more than happy to show you. And you can see in this rightmost room, this little kind of conservatory right in front of Chubbs, where he's stood right now, is a iron statue. It looks like almost like a piece of contemporary modern art. And you can see one hand is almost like filed down to a point, and it's in the air, and the other one has this kind of like huge metal ball attached to it with these kind of like small indentations that sits by the statue.
Wait, so there's just a statue. Is it the upper half, you said?
Mm-hmm. No, those are like the hands. So one hand goes to a point, and the other is like a ball with this all kind of indentations, like a golf ball. This was a piece made for me by a good friend of mine. I look at it almost every day. I mean, the beauty, the majesty in it. Are you fans of art?
Yes. I can't get enough of it.
It certainly looks
think?
like it has a lot of meanings.
Mm.
It is complex and
Mm-hmm.
It's sharp and yet also a ball.
yes.
So true. So true. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Yes. Well, I have something for the more mechanical, analytical of you. And he takes you to his study. The room up here. Can you see pings through walls?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, you
Okay,
can.
yeah.
Yeah. He takes you to this study here, and you can see on this wall is a painting. And you see it looks like the Vitruvian Man by Da Vinci. It doesn't have the extra arms, but it's in that kind of display. And you see this grey figure, this grey humanoid figure, and it is very, very well drawn in kind of oils. Not in oils, in chalk, sorry. And you can see it has been cut open from its shoulder down to its wrist, and the same from the top of its legs to its bottom. And you can see the anatomy of this creature, and it's definitely humanoid, but it is grey, and you can see its eyes are almost whitish grey.
Is this the thing I saw earlier?
What did you see earlier? Oh, no. It might be. and you can see its eyes are white, and the creature you saw didn't have white eyes by chance. And you can see half of its head is shaved, and the other half is kind of like long greyish white hair that flows down the other side.
Wait, what's that? How big is it?
Painting,
Yeah.
probably about 4 foot by about
So
5 foot,
painting. Yeah. Sorry. So
5
is
by
it?
6.
Is it? So it's not. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sorry. I
It's
thought
it's not. I mean, it could be to scale.
What are this?
there's a painting of a grey figure, which has got its bits of it cut open.
It's like an anatomical diagram.
What was about that iron statue again? I heard it got a spiky hand, and what was on the other hand?
A dual hand. It's like almost like a golf ball. Has lots of small indentations on it.
Okay, that was just that. That's it.
Was there any initials carved in that statue, by the way?
Make a perception check.
Ooh, 8.
8. Nothing on the statue, but since you do speak Goblinoid, you would see on the drawing there's a small message in the corner, and it says, "From the hands of the dead to the hands of the living." In Goblinoid, of course.
Of course.
I'll say that out loud. What's that? X.
No, it's just a little message, sort of like a inside joke.
Ah, very good. Nice.
Well, hopefully our two other guests shouldn't be too much longer, and we can start the festivities. Really get to know each other. General Traz and her star pupil, I believe, are going to join us.
Cool. Right.
Did we not see the golden harp at any point?
No, you didn't.
Did we go to the place where the music was coming from?
Yeah, you saw a similar sight to what you saw in the North Lodge Casino, where there was a Warforged like baked into a piano chair playing the piano. It was a similar setup where Warforged only had the basic stuff they needed to play instruments, and you could see there was one playing a violin, another one playing the piano, and a number of light instruments.
Right.
So everyone is corralled into the dining area. You can see they all have specific seats for everyone to sit at. Let me drag you all in. Fix goes here. Jin goes at the bottom. Sorry, Jin. He's not that interested in you. And then Shubs goes there. So eventually, only after a few minutes or so, you see two more hobgoblin figures come in. And you can see they are much more normal-looking hobgoblins, red of skin, pointed ears. You see one female hobgoblin, probably 6'3", 6'4", really tall, slender figure, followed by someone in these kind of bluish robes. You can see they take their seats. Beep bop, beep bop. Oops. Got them both selected. There we go. You can see as who you assume is General Traz takes the seat. Sorry, we were late. Academics. And you can see Ek just gives a nod and smiles. Academics, yes. You must regale me with some more tales of your academics. So please, everyone, if you need another drink, we have waiters, servers on standby. If you need anything, let them know. Just gonna take a hit. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. So, I'm just going to sit down for this. Eventually, the kitchen doors swing open, and the first course of soup is brought out. There's a small palate cleanser by a number of small goblinoid chefs. You can see everyone begins to very politely, daintily tuck into their soup. And
Food poison. No.
you can if you want.
Sure. Why not?
Go ahead.
What's it? It's perception?
Medicine
Medicine.
makes more sense to me.
No, that's cool. That makes sense.
Smell anything weird or anything?
Oh, big 7.
As you're maybe not so subtly looking into your soup, giving it a sniff, you can see the male drow kind of looks towards you. Something wrong with the soup?
Just saying what I mean. You're Hasdrubal, right? Not
I think
Hasdrubal.
you've just butchered my name there. It's
What was it?
Hadless.
Hadless. Sorry about that.
Only the 2 syllables. I'm sure you can manage.
Sure I can.
And what was your name again?
Jinroth.
John Jinroth. I heard of your exploits in the pit.
Yes, we made short work of Kretsch's toys.
General Dyer was very impressed with you specifically.
Who? Sorry.
General Dyer.
General Dyer, yeah, he sounds like someone I'd like to talk to.
Military man. He can be blunt, but always speaks his mind.
Does he have an eye patch?
Let's have a look at the character art.
Probably not that guy.
He has one eye.
Yeah, that's probably what I was thinking. One eye.
I've never known him to wear an eye patch. No.
So I was probably getting confused there. Yeah, I think maybe we have met him.
Are the other 2
Anyways.
generals not joining us tonight?
No. The special general is he's not one for my festivities. I don't think this is really his scene, as it were.
Can I insight check that and see if he's saying it with resentment?
Ooh.
There's no resentment in his voice.
Okay.
That's all you get.
Okay.
A big
Oh.
number.
We had a meeting with him early on. He seems like a bit of a party animal in that way. Like,
As you see, the evening continues. You see, it's rather strange that Bancroft, the Warforged, is sat next to Ect, because he's not eating. He's basically sat there, and while most Warforged would sit, completely still or stand completely still, he has one hand over the other, and he's kind of just playing with a coin or something and just fiddling it between his fingers, almost like a human would. You can see conversations are brought up. Ek talks about Trass's academics into the what's the word I'm looking for? Arcane arts.
Man, I wish I was a level 7 right now. That'd be so good.
Why would you get level 7?
Know your enemy, where you can ask questions about that box or whatever it's called.
That'd be pretty juicy. And Trass talked about Lan, the other hobgoblin, her star student, and how he is taken to the arcane arts, as many hobgoblins don't, and they are very hard to find with natural talents.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. You an evoker then?
I'm sorry?
You an evoker, one of those blast magicians? Or
I practice all the arts. It's
Oh,
important to
wow.
stay well-rounded.
yeah. Yeah, fair enough. They're only hobgoblins, wizards and such, I knew. They're only focused on blowing things up.
You see, as you say that, you see Trask kind of leans over, looks towards you. You've known hobgoblins who were wizards.
Oh, yeah. Quite a couple. Well, I think they're wizards. I'll bank on it. That's not
And
really my forte.
your accent, where are you from exactly?
Well, I think, well, maybe even from unless I'm from the Feywild.
I have heard of this, yes. Please elaborate for the less informed.
It's a different plane. I think it would be the best way to describe it. Where it's like the world we inhabit, but everything is, from what I'm aware, is very weird and a bit. It's where a lot of races originate from. I believe elves came from there. Maybe gnomes did. I think even maybe we hobgoblins did. I don't know.
Might have to do some more research into this Feywild.
Well, there's plenty of hobgoblins there, and they're very intent on blowing things up. They,
Wait, who's that with Trask, by the way? Who's the missus? Is that his wife?
What I should have done is made it so you can hover over them.
Really?
I do have that for another scene. Once we get to the gala, you'll be able to hover over people and see their names. So you've got Nazra, or Nizra, sorry,
Nazra and
who
Hadless,
is Hadless's wife, and then you've got Trask here, and then the one below her is Lan, who is her star pupil.
It's a woman.
Trask is a woman, yes. As you say that, Jin, you see Hadless tucking into his second course. Says, speaking of intentions, what brings the likes of you to Pitt?
Well, I was wondering what this plane had to offer in terms of hobgoblins. I want to see how we
Actually,
compared.
I was more interested in what he has to say as his head turns towards Kenneth.
Fair enough.
You must have heard stories about how humans are treated here.
Yeah. In fact, that's why I'm here. Don't know if Special General Kretz has mentioned, but apparently he's eaten my father. So, yeah. Trying to find some more information about that.
You can see Hadless kind of chuckles to himself. And what more information is there to find out?
Well, personally, I don't believe that he's actually been eaten. Or it's what I like to believe, but also my mother. I have reason to believe that she is also here. At this point, at this point I don't believe that it's any secret that they're here anymore. Kretz seems to know that I'm their son, so...
And what's your intention once you find your parents?
Good question. You know, I hadn't really thought that far. I suppose...
No,
see if I can find
Horatio...
my freedom.
Oh! That was a very clever answer. I thought I was about to trap you.
What did he say?
He said he was going to buy their freedom.
Buy the freedom. Ah.
Maybe you're smarter than you look. Not that this conversation isn't riveting, but I have some questions for our guests, which are rather pressing to me. By all means, Horatio, go ahead. Your fur, how does it get so soft? As he just puts his hand on top of yours. I mean, it's just
This
lovely.
reminds me of is I've forgotten his name, but the guy that is a demon.
The Vault Master.
Yeah,
Trent.
Yeah.
Got it straight away. Yeah, big Trent vibes.
Well, when I can, I use a honeycomb mixture
Mm-hmm.
First a cold wash, then a hot wash, then a cold wash again.
Mm-hmm. Bancroft, did you get all that? Bancroft just gives a slight nod. I've been trying to how do I put this? As you can tell, I am from a hobgoblin origin, but I am a man of culture, a man of broad horizons, and I like to experience everything life has to offer. So I am looking to get fur or some kind of new hair implanted into my head. As you can see, it's shaven. Hobgoblin's natural hair it's wiry, it's rough. I'm not a fan. So I'm just looking for tips on how to keep hair as nice as yours.
But the honeycomb mixture definitely works.
Honeycomb, yes. And was it hot, cold, or hot?
It was
cold,
hot, cold, and on cold. It makes
And
it
on
a bit
cold.
silkier.
Write that down.
Yes.
And you can see if a Warforged could roll his eyes, he rolls his eyes. You can see
But
his...
I mean, it might be my fur is black. What color does your hair tend to grow?
Oh, I have a number of hair follicles at the ready. I'm just waiting for someone who has the dexterous nature to implant them properly. I don't want a rushed job. I want to do it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to one day bridge the gap, as it were, as I'm sure young Kemid, it was Kemid, wasn't it? I don't want to get your name wrong. Can attest. I'm sure people on the streets of Pitt have been rather rude to you at times. I am looking to find a common ground between our people.
It seems like a noble cause.
I have found difficulties with it, but I am making good progress.
So you've dealt with humans before?
Many a times, yes. One of my best friends is a human.
Who would that be?
His name is Arthas. He's a good man.
Mad fire giant.
Yeah, big fire giant. Yeah, I gotta say. Well.
So, as courses after courses are brought out, conversations are had, crosstalk, whatnot. If there's anything you'd like to ask anyone or anything you'd like to say,
What kind of magic is Trash interested in?
well, I'm not currently looking at any specialties. I'm not so much interested in learning as I am teaching. Our people are not the most magically inclined, and I find that rather disturbing. Puts us at a severe disadvantage. Ect may be trying to bridge some gaps. I'm bridging gaps in my own way.
Fair enough.
In Vox, are there like magic schools or like towers, spires, like classic wizard stuff?
There is one place, yeah. Let me see if I can think of the name. Excuse me. Vox. Dun, 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 dun. Timeless Tomes. It's somewhat like a library, but there are academics there who study arcane arts and stuff. Yeah.
Can I ask Hadless about
Yeah.
more information?
Just ask away. Go ahead.
It seems like you know something, Headless, from the way you answered before.
What do you mean?
Well, you sounded very interested when I said, when I mentioned buying my parents' freedom.
No. I was just trying to trick you. See if you'd fall for it.
What do you mean?
Well, I was assuming you would say I would take my parents away from this place, and that's against the law here. Once enslaved, they belong to us. And I wanted to see if you would give me the correct answer. And you can see as he says that, you see the two other generals kind of give him a weird kind of quizzical look. And you can see Ect is about to say something. He says, Havas, have you... And he just raises his hand. Just looks towards him. I was just curious, how would you answer my question?
I see.
I mean, from my perspective, it is rather strange that the four of you are here with your crew. I mean, you are pirates, are you not?
Yeah, I would ask the same thing. What's Drow doing with a bunch of hobgoblins?
Well, as these two are busy building bridges, I'm creating order that their people severely lack. You can see Trask kind of tutters towards that. There's a city, Undereth, below the city of Pits, where my people come from. And he pulls the gold collar manacle and he turns it around, unlocks it, and you can see there's deep scarring and bruising. I used to be a slave for these people a long time ago. And he fastens it back up. But while they have the numbers, my people have the intellect. We showed them ways of living that were, how should I put this, less barbaric, more orderly. There's still a long way to go, but I've been working on ridding some old traditions that are more than outdated.
Such as?
When they were fighting each other, am I right?
Yes, killing each other, enslavement, those sorts of things.
So
Like a
what's with the
step in that
giant skull?
direction.
You're gonna have to say that again.
What's with the giant skull?
It's a good question, actually. Not one for me. I'm not a historian.
I'll crane my neck to try and see if she gives anything.
Likewise, not really my specialty. If I was to take a guess, well, our people settled here after this pit was created. I imagine that school belonged to a race long before us. There are others who live on the island. Our people made peace with them a long time ago. We don't bother each other.
Yeah, there's some giants on this island, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
Never seen one, but I know
I
they're
did.
there.
This morning, actually.
You can see the generals kind of look at each other with a worried look. This morning,
Yeah.
as in like at pit, was his...
It was about, about an hour's walk from the docks. It was in the forest. He was travelling quite far, so, give or take, quite near pit, yeah.
And was it just the one? I mean, what was this creature doing?
It was just running about. I mean, I got bored. I mean, I had stuff to do. But he was just walking about, drinking, setting traps.
Traps? What kind of traps?
I'd guess hunting traps.
Interesting. I appreciate you bringing this to our attention.
I'm a man of skill. I could do a
Not
lot more
being
than
that
looking at
close.
stone giants.
Is that so?
Oh, sorry, just giants, not stone giants. That was.
Do you have any?
gaming.
Do you have any party tricks? I'm a big fan of party tricks. If you have any of those.
Oh, party tricks. I mean, I can shoot real well, but I don't think you want me to shoot anything in this house.
Yes, I'd rather not. It took me quite a while to design this place.
I might have something that won't cause physical damage.
please, go ahead. Go ahead.
Are there any like fruit bowls or anything like that?
A fruit bowl could very
Yeah.
easily be brought out to you, yeah.
Who would like to assist me?
Well, what do you need?
Just a willing volunteer.
I'm
Go on,
sure the
Bancroft.
lovely hosts would like to enjoy
No,
himself.
Bancroft really wants to do it, don't you, Bancroft? And you can see Bancroft just kind of tilts his head towards Ect. Come on, Bancroft, stand up. See, he very reluctantly stands. Moves over towards you, Fix.
I'll hand him a piece through. And, like, if you could just place this upon your head. I'll take a few steps back, and a few more steps back until I'm about 20 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take out one of my darts.
Which one?
Pardon?
Which one? Just a regular one.
Just a regular one.
Okay.
And do. Hang on. For show, I'll make this a Zephyr strike as well,
Okay.
so I have advantage on the attack.
So 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make a attack roll. It's going to be quite hard to hit because it's a small target.
Yeah. Just straight.
Just a straight roll. Unless Zephyr gives advantage,
Zephyr
Doesn't-
does give advantage, yeah.
then you have advantage.
17 to hit.
I put it at 20. Banana 20 feet away. As the dart, the little tinge of lightning from the Zephyr strike flies with the dagger. You see it just grazes and sticks into the top of head, maybe half an inch away in Bancroft's head. And you can see Ek just eyes
Ooh.
wide. Oh, Bancroft! Oh, he got you good. Oh, he got you. As you see, Bancroft just plucks the dart and lets the banana fall to the floor. Just
But usually it's
tosses
with an
the
apple,
dart.
so it threw me off.
Can I stand up and go? Allow me. I can give that a fix if you'd like. I'll look at Ek for his permission.
Please, show me your party trick now.
I'll tell you what. I'll do something a little bit special. I'll get my homunculus out of my pocket and throw it up in the air with a bit of a flourish and make it do like a loop-de-loop.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna get to fly over and cast mending through it on the Warforge.
Homunculus floats over, and you can see almost like a magician's trick as the curtain is revealed. The tear in the metal and wood is vanished by the time the homunculus flies over, and it just.
I'm gonna
Bravo!
lift my jacket
Excellent.
and fly it back in.
I'm so glad I invited you all. I mean, it's just great. I love having outsiders. They just provide so much entertainment that is just lacking. in this
He does
city.
normally hit that, to be honest with you.
No.
Must be
Bancroft. No, Bancroft enjoyed that, I'm sure. As you see, Bancroft just plonks down in his chair and just head on hand.
So, Ek, just out of curiosity, it seems a lot more sentient than any other Warforged I've seen.
Bancroft is very advanced, yet he's. Well, I mean, the only word for it is conscious. Bancroft remembers things, unlike other Warforged. While he doesn't have the ability to communicate, he doesn't have a voice. He has a personality, he's a cheeky fellow. But, yes, he's unlike any other Warforged you'll ever see in your life.
Now, I know I've already asked, but I've got to ask it again. Is there any way you can set me up with the seller of this? I'm so terribly intrigued.
I'm afraid not, my lips are sealed. I understand your excitement, but
Aye, very much so.
the deals I have arranged currently is what has provided me with this, and, well, to tell someone else about that opportunity would be devastating to me. I'm
What
afraid.
about I mean, you're a man of business. Could you not be proposed a deal that would make you, not sell yourself and not sell the person out who sold you it, rather give us a means to get into the contact with the seller.
There's nothing you can offer me, I'm afraid. As much as I
I'm going to
enjoy-
slowly stretch my arm around Fix and go, what about something you really, really desire? Something you can't quite get right now, but we have in our possession.
In Dwarvish, I'll be like, it'll be an extra 250 for you.
Yeah, I'll pat him. Aye.
Make a persuasion check.
That's a straight roll as well. Not very charismatic. 13.
Do make an offering deal, but I'm sorry, I just can't accept. It's an impossibility. This contact is what made me a general, brought me fortune, fame, blah blah blah. I just couldn't possibly give away my secrets.
Of course. It's always worth, it's always worth an ask, an offer.
I think I start to understand now what you guys all do. We got X? He must be where all the money's at. We got Traz, is where smarts, bit of education, bit of magic. We got What the fuck is it? Hadless.
Few syllables, not that difficult.
Hadless is authority, bit of reform, government. We've got Draz,
Dire.
Dyer, military, and then we have Kretz, the leader. What does that? I know he's a big favorite amongst the goblins. Is that all? What else does he do?
You can see Hadless just looks towards one of the other generals. I mean, he's a man of the people. I mean, see, I kind of cough and adjust his ascot. Yeah, I mean, the goblins, the hobgoblins, they adore him. They remind him of the old days.
Yeah.
The brutal days, more like, as Hadless plays with his fork. They remind him of what they think were simpler times.
Right.
Well, if everyone's finished with their desserts, shall we get to the gala?
Absolutely.
Who is going to be at the gala more than here, out of interest?
No, many guests of the cities, friends of mine, entertainers, a few people who I'm sure you'll have some interesting conversations with.
The other two generals be here.
I can't imagine Kretz would make an appearance, but I think Dyer might possibly stop by again. It's not really for him. So, as all the plates and cutlery are cleared away from the table, eventually you are brought downstairs beneath the house of General Ect. And you can see the stairway opens up into this very, very big room with this domed ceiling, and you can see, like in the Sistine Chapel, there are paintings on top of the roof. They are depictions of what seems like the history of Pitt. Cave paintings would be a disservice. They are very well done, but they are depictions of what has happened, claiming Pitt as their own, building the elevators, all these great achievements in their eyes that they've made. You can see this ballroom that you now find yourself in is 120 by 120 feet, and it is deep underground. It is very well lit up and has the same kind of fake windows at the back that you saw in X house.
Top left. Top
Um,
left. Sorry.
You can see there is a band at the end of the ballroom. You can see a number of people playing different instruments, mainly string, a piano, and there is someone playing a harp.
Was the harp
Did we-
fight?
Do we have a description of that?
You didn't get a description, no. This harp, I mean, you're a long way away. Someone can go have a look if they want. As you mingle into the crowd, you can see General Ect and a few, you would guess, friends of his are dancing away in the center of the ballroom. And you can see he is trying to show them how to do a waltz of kinds, and the ogre and two goblinoids joining him are not doing a very good job. And if you are to kind of scroll over people, if you know their names, they will pop up. So
Oh, Mondok.
the generals will show up and whatnot.
He was Lannan Club.
Club is my guy.
Oh,
Lan
yeah.
Lan's the guy you had dinner with, Traz's star pupil.
Oh, yeah, okay. There's
Okay,
Mondok.
okay.
Our listeners are...
While you all decide who you're going to talk to, mingle with, I'm just going to go pee quickly. You can see Jin's already decided.
straight over to Darth Maul.
Yeah, Daya. He's the only one Jen's kind of genuinely interested in.
Did he not say golden harp?
Yeah,
Yeah, you said Golden Harp.
Yeah.
it could have been like, it has a wing on it, or it is made of
Gold.
gold. White gold. White gold with gold trim. He's going to talk to Bancroft and try and get him to be an insider.
Who's going to
Oh
talk to her
my
about?
gosh! If Bancroft is oh man, Bancroft could be a gold man if he's like A, telepathic, and B, not actually loyal to Ect.
True.
I mean, are any of us telepathic?
Oh,
Nope.
Oh man, if only
Mm.
one was telepathic and converse with every non-conversable NPC. Man, telepathy kind of slaps. I did have a good fun with that.
I don't know who I want to talk to.
You probably want to talk to the same guy Jin's talking to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'll probably join in with the conversation. Just gonna go somewhere to actually. Sorry.
Now introducing the king of the whole dynasty.
There he is.
So kill that guy.
Yeah, let's kill him.
You wanna fight? Let's go, bruv. Ish, ish, ish. Ish, ish, ish.
Oh man, that was 4 attacks. He's like, what?
No.
A 15th level fighter?
He's going in.
He's a tabaxi, fucking 17th level fighter. He's going down.
Runs. You can see him in the distance. And he just runs 200 feet in one round right at you.
It's like the fucking get out sprint.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Nope yet?
Oh man, I was literally
yeah.
going to mention.
So good.
I've downloaded it. I've been meaning to watch it.
I like it. I think it's very good for what the premise is. I think they've done, because Extraterrestrial such like a poorly done genre. I think he did it very well.
Yeah.
No spoilers, please. So, since Kemet isn't here, let's start with Fix. Since Fix seems to have chosen a little crowd.
Yeah. I just wanted to. Does it look like people are kind of? Does it look like the fact that there's a giant spider person is that kind of weird to people? Does it look like they're getting
No, it doesn't
glances?
seem to bother anyone in here.
Is TPK.
Go and stab it.
I'll just go over to Chas and just be like, I didn't Well, where do you learn? Where do you teach?
I teach in my quarters.
Oh, there isn't a kind of magic school here. Oh,
No, I mean, I have my sleeping quarters and then I have my academy, as it were.
you say that I mean, how much success do you get with that? If not too many folk here are willing to learn.
I mean, it has been a difficult time training people. I've maybe created 50 students who I would say are to a reasonable level. They are captains of their own ships.
And Lan here is your best?
He is, yes. You see Lan kind of sends up a little bit of a smile on him.
Are we looking at the future general here, Mr. Lan?
I wouldn't presume to say that at all.
Of course, of course. What is the purpose of these, spellcasters?
Purpose of any soldier.
So they are strictly military personnel.
I would love to speak openly about my goals with you, but you're an outsider to our
I
city,
understand.
and some things I cannot say.
Is wizardry? Is it something that you are born with, or is it something that anyone could learn as long as they put their brain to it?
I think it is something anyone can learn if they have the inclination. Just remember the word. I don't think it is something people are born with, but it comes easier than others.
I mean, I have picked up a few little things, but it is more like, to me, it is more like, like breathing, walking. It is natural. It is not learning. It's not something that I could teach. To be able to teach these wonderful abilities, it must be a great gift in itself.
It is, but you don't have to be arcanely inclined to have a great mind. Just ask the doctor here. And she looks up to the Drider. You are far too kind, my friend. And
Doctor.
what's your name?
Standard, fix standard.
Standard and Lockhart.
You have heard of us.
I am well read. Based in Vox, if I am not mistaken.
That would be true, yes.
Very interesting. Not many of your people are alive. I don't mean to be blunt, but
No,
it's the
that is
truth, no?
that is very true.
Perhaps sometime you could come to my laboratory. I would be very interested in running some tests on you.
Bit of a hag finger.
Yes, I have heard. This keeps happening to us.
How so?
Oh, it's just the last time we were in, someone was poking Jinroth.
Well, I would pay. It would be fairly non-invasive. Some blood work would be the most invasive thing.
When would you want to do this?
You can come to my offices whenever you are free.
I think we're probably leaving tonight, tomorrow. But I could never say no to a little gold.
Well, if you have the time, please stop by. And she gives you the directions to her office, which are the same to Pit's Pit, but it is a different route through one of the side tunnels. I am Dr. Ida, by the way.
Dr. Ida. It's nice to meet you. Oh, very clever. Very clever.
Had that one in the back pocket for a while.
Nice.
Very clever.
That was from fucking your campaign when Dandelion died.
Oh.
When Dandelion died, before it, we were talking about the Dryder. And I think I said, like, imagine a Dryder called Dr. Ida. And I was like, I'm writing that one down.
Very good.
That one for once. So, is there anything else you'd like to ask, Fix?
No, I'll just mingle here for a bit.
Okay. Go on, Shubs. What you got for me?
I'm just kind of walking around with my hands behind my back. Kind of looking around, looking at the people. Am I getting a lot of attention on me or not? As people just like busy doing what they're doing.
Say that again, sorry. Are you allowed to
I'm walking around just like hands around, like just looking around. Am I getting much attention on me at all, or are people just involved in what they're involved in?
No, there were people who noticed you when you walked in, but most people are doing their own thing.
Can I wait until Gemelect's completely involved in the dancing?
You can kind of look over to him and you see he's talking to the ogre, and he's like, no. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. And you can see he's pretty involved currently.
I'm just gonna walk up, post up next to Bancroft.
You can see he's just leaning against one of the walls, his legs crossed on the other. And he looks over his shoulder to you and gives you a nod as you stand by him.
I'll walk over to him. I'll just look at him and in Dwarvish I'm gonna say, "You having a good night?"
He gives you another nod.
One sec. I'm pretty sure I speak another language. I need to know what the language that is. Okay, never mind. I'll keep speaking in Dwarvish. It's just common now actually. It's like, is all languages you know, or just ones you're familiar with?
Puts out his hand.
So. Did you not? Have I ever known a Warforged to talk?
No. There are ones that like are programmed with voices, but it's almost like pre-recorded messages. There's no intelligence to it. There's no dynamism.
Oh yeah. So I'll say you kinda you. It seems like you act like almost like a secretary to the general. Eh? Did you look offended by that?
Yeah, you can see he reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a small notebook. Penny clicks it. He just writes advisor.
Advisor. So is it a case of, you've been programmed to have the intelligence to advise the general? Sorry, secretary was a bit diminishing. You do seem like a very sophisticated piece of kit.
And it says, I was programmed to be self-sufficient.
Okay, I'll go. Right. So it's your choice to work for the general, rather than a payment or service. This is for your own personal good or your creators. I don't mean to be too nosy, I'm just quite interested. I haven't met such an intelligent Warforged before.
He rips it off, what he writes, and he folds it over. As he's handing it to you, he just puts his finger very slyly to his mouth. He hands you the note.
I'll take it and just look at it in my coat pocket. Right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Let me write down.
Well done.
Anything else?
No. I'll just sit there and make idle conversation about like what metal is made out of and stuff, just to make it not obvious that I've been like looping. You know what I mean?
Sure. Sorry, I'm just writing down what that note said.
James is gay. It's not funny, man.
Will you go out with me? Yes or no?
Funny. That one was
Okay.
guaranteed to work, James.
Yeah, baby.
I'll message that to you at the end of the session, James.
Okay.
Kemi Jin, as you walk up to the balcony side, make your way to the cushioned seat at the end, you see Dyer. General Dyer, kind of slumped, has maybe a whiskey or something on the rocks in his hand, and he's drinking. Looks over, looks back down.
It's all a bunch of shit, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, what a waste of time.
Really is. If only
That
people could have
fucker.
after
I
you.
mean, look at him prancing about as you see X. If he wasn't so fucking lucky, he'd be dead by now.
What do you mean?
Well, I think Akol told us this one. Who found those things?
Yep. What was it?
See.
3 years ago? He was a little captain. Small fish, big pond. And then he just starts bringing in these Warforged. Taking over the slave business. Just props himself up. Becomes a general. Indispensable. Cunt.
When's the last time you were in a fight? No.
Proper fight. Months. My work as a general keeps me busy. I don't get out too much.
Yeah. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
48.
That's good. I couldn't tell, but who's the oldest here? I've never really met an old hobgoblin before.
Well, from the goblinoids, probably me, but Atlas, his wife,
Yeah, I don't
they
care.
could be ancient.
Yeah, they're also, aren't they? They always think they've got one up.
What were you doing?
What do you
with
think of
the-
him? My question first. Atlas, what do you think of him?
If I know a crafty elf, he's one of them. He plays a part of thinking he's. I've seen hobgoblins with order and pride. I don't think his idea of it will work. It won't fly. He doesn't understand.
Interesting answer. What about you, boy?
Think he's hiding something?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, just...
What do you think he's hiding?
Well, we spoke
Yeah.
earlier about... I don't know, I mean, he was saying something and X tried to butt in and he hushed him. I don't know, we were talking about slaves. And, well, he used to be one, he says. And I asked him about my parents and he said he didn't know anything, but I'm not so sure.
Go on. Your question.
What were you doing at the Pit's Pit?
Watching. Like I always do.
Fair enough, just wondering.
I was quite impressed with you, actually. As he looks towards Jim.
Well, thank
You
you.
move well.
Yeah, I learned how to shoot from, well, the scintillating sea, but I actually learned the footwork from elves.
Well-travelled man, I assume.
Yeah, you missed the part where that. No, but I'm from the Feywild. I thought I'd come
Interesting.
when you asked me earlier why we're here. It's true, we are here to resolve Kemmy's little quest, but I wanted to see what this plane had, what the hobgoblins were made of.
Well, here we are.
Yep.
I'm going to finish my drink. How about you two run along?
Sure.
Nice to meet you.
Sure. So, as the
Hmm.
party continues, you see groups mingle. You see Dyer speaking to Hadless and his wife at one point. The intellectuals in the corner in the top right mainly stick together. And you see people come and go speaking to General Ect, thanking him for the invite, so on and so forth. Is there anything anyone else would like to do?
I want to look for the golden harp.
Okay. You have a look at the band, which is on a small kind of plinth podium. The harp, the person is playing, and as a note, actually, most of the people playing the instrument, actually, no, all of them are drow. None of them are goblinoid playing the instruments. The harp being played is not golden. It is wooden, and it has been painted, but it's definitely not golden.
What color? So what? Has it been painted gold, or is it just like?
No, it's like a varnish almost.
Is there any other like chambers around this?
Yeah, are these like side rooms?
Mm-hmm.
Could I?
You can go up to one and open it up, and you
Yep.
can see each one you look in. It's almost like a little parlor room, a little smoking area almost. Just a place away from the main party for smaller groups to gather.
Mhm.
And as
So-
you're...
Sorry, go on.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, are there like guards stopping us from going back up stairs in the house?
No, there are Warforged posted around, but there doesn't seem like anyone's going to stop you.
Would I be able to have my nose around upstairs if it's, you know?
Yeah. As
Alright.
you're making your way upstairs, you feel something touch your hand. As you turn around, you see Hadless stood grasping your hand. You wouldn't care for a dance, would you?
What do you want?
Don't worry, I'll lead. And he, quite forcefully, but with a bit of grace, pulls you back down the stairs onto the dance floor. Now, you put your hand here.
Interesting.
He puts your hand on his shoulder. And he grabs you by the waist. Just follow my lead,
Oh,
nice and slow.
Alright, yeah, I'll dance with him.
You know, I've been quite impressed. Your friends can fight. You didn't do so well, but you were under rough conditions. But I think you're smart enough. So, tell me about your parents.
What do you want to know?
Tell me how they got the pit.
Well, we used to live in Midport, and as far as I know, they wound up some bad business with some members from, well, some goblins from Pit, and I saw them get on a ship with them quite a few years back now. And yeah, never saw them again. Till recently, I presumed they were dead, to be honest. But then I got a letter from my mum. And yeah, I'm pretty sure she's still alive. And then found out they were involved
What gives you that impression?
The letter was definitely her writing. I know someone named Kiddis in Midport. You may have heard of his name before.
Can't say I have.
Well, he identified the handwriting, and it's definitely hers. This was fairly recently, so I mean, I'm hoping that they are still around somewhere.
As you are spinning at Hadless's lead, as you are speaking to him about your parents, the whole time he's smiling, looking into your eyes. You know, you do remind me of her.
Do you know, I could tell. I knew you knew something about it. Where is she?
You know, I think it's destiny that brought you here. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. As he leans in closer, still spinning you round. I was approached by someone while I was still a slave. They said I was prophesied to rule this city, take these people as my own. And I'm so close now. Look around you. Dyer, Trass, Ect. They're either under my thumb or just another hurdle to get over. This person who came to me told me I was meant to rule. He span this elegant tale. He told me I'd need help from outsiders. I think that's you.
And in exchange, you give me my mother.
In exchange, I can tell you where she is. I only want one thing from you. That invitation you got this morning was pinned up by a dart of mine. It was a gift from my wife, and I bought my freedom. I want you to kill the special general with it, and I want him to know it was me. And that's where we'll end today's session.
Oh shit! Okay.
I go up to the
Well, how are we,
Zana and I
lad?
say, "Can I have this dance?"
Who are you going up to, sorry?
We're halfway
Zana.
through the conversation.
Yeah. We can pick that up next session.
Oh my god. Okay, let me write that down.
That's big. Now that's a bounty.
With Fix. Do you want to know what the message says?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, which one?
Well, it's only going to Chubbs.
No.
Yeah.
Chubbs wants to Chubbs wants to share it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to share it not in character, so no.
Just read it in a Scottish accent.
To be honest, this is exactly why I made the character I did. Is so I can just backseat. I can backseat this game now. It feels really good.
What do you mean?
Your
Because
backstory.
I'm not. It's like I'm not always like having to do shit. I can just like other people like have a story and me just like kind of be in the background. It feels good.
Fair enough. Okay.
That's really going to upset things, by the way, if Thaddeus, if not Thaddeus. Not Thaddeus.
Headless.
If George, if
Kemid.
Kevin wants to stay, Chubbs wants
I'm
to leave
staying.
tomorrow. Yeah,
I'm
Chubbs is
staying.
leaving tomorrow.
Yo, split the party. Let's go. 2 campaigns.
I was
Ooh.
going to say dual campaigns.
Look at heads.
Oh no.
Hmm. Yeah, this was my plan because I knew there was lots of stuff in Pit that would interest both Kemid and Chubbs, and I know it would pretty much it would take Chubbs away from Pit pretty quickly, but Kemid would want to stay. So I wanted to like pit the backstories against each other a bit.
Oh, your character was. Who's making the character?
Okay, guys, I want to read you the message because it's too exciting.
I just want to make it as go on. I want to make it juicy.
The message reads, I know who you are. Ector's not your ally. Neither is my creator. Tread carefully in this place.
Whoa.
Oh. Shit.
Get your
Bancroft
conspiracy
sounds like
hats
a
on.
cool guy.
I think Bancroft is like the MVP in the situation. He seems like the only one who's like
Alright, Bancroft.
he's not like not trying to fuck us over because Hadless is. I think Dyer is the only one that I've got a good feeling about Dyer. Dyer's just like I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, Dyer's like too
Strong
old
silent
fashioned.
Yeah.
Hadless definitely is like the ruler. Or, like he's the most powerful.
A DM, if this is not, you don't have to answer this, but there's no one right way to do this. All 5 generals want to be special general, right?
Yeah, there is. So I don't know if you remember when you went to Umkara Shad. I made like almost like a spreadsheet of all the different factions and their relation to each other.
Yeah.
And it was like if you made friends with one, other ones wouldn't like you or would like you more because of that. And I've done something similar with the generals. They all have relations with each other
There are motives.
that are not fully clear to you, and some are allied, while some are enemies, and some of that is obvious. Obviously, Dyer doesn't like X because he just called him a cunt. But some are more subtle, so it's for you to work out and plan around. But yeah, there's no. What happens.
The
I
only
don't have
special
any-
general is me. I am the sixth general.
You just kill all the generals and be like, all right, boys, I'm taking over.
Yeah.
I'm feeling next
Yeah,
session it's going to be me and Fix having an adventure.
Oh no, actually, I have a. Oh man, this could be really huge. We can be a general. One of us could be a general, and that can be a stronghold for a bit.
I need money.
I need to find my
Definitely.
fucking son. I need to find him.
But it's cool though. We can have a home base.
I'm still thinking Salazar's my son. That's my big conspiracy tinfoil hat theory.
What does
Yeah.
your son hate you? What's going on?
Yeah, maybe.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's kicking off, but like I just said, like I'm really enjoying this. Just like they just like sat on the side while you guys are like stressing over your backstories because I was like literally mine for like a year.
Hell yeah.
Holy moly.
Fun stuff.
Holy
I was going to
moly.
offer to like chop off like part of your arm and heal you back up, Fix, to give him hair follicles like you have.
Is the stream still going?